So Mr. Terrific is building a team. But with the tournament going on and most of the heavy hitters over there, who's left to pick from? And what's up with the time-displaced heroes? All that and more will be answered today. Support this comic book series by visiting your LCS. My name is Doran. This is SCM Comics. We're continuing our coverage of DC K.O. with Justice League Unlimited number 12. Our story starts off with the evacuation of Earth. You got Jessica Cruz helping on her own. You got Fire and Ice in Mozambique. And you got the Atom and Batgirl in Gotham City. So Batgirl and Atom are talking about how the evacuation is going and how they're going to pull this off because it still seems to be impossible when they get a call about a bank robbery. And Batgirl's like, we got to go. And Atom's like, why? Like, what they going to spend the money on? Like, just leave them alone. And Batgirl's like, well, what if there's hostages? So they get to the bank and it's Polka Dot Man. And he's like, stay back, please. I don't want to hurt you. You don't understand. So Batgirl and Atom play a game of even and odds. Batgirl wins. The Atom has to take down the Polka Dot Man. So that's what he does. He shrinks down and then he punches the Polka Dot Man as a 300-pound man. And then there's a big, huge boom. So then we go back to the Watchtower. We see Atom and Batgirl as in critical condition. And we got Blue Beetle, Ted Kord, that's trying to make sure that they get the medical attention that they need. So then the question, Renee Montoya is talking to him. And they're going over, I guess, how these supervillains out of nowhere are like a lot stronger than what they used to be. And they don't know why. So then Renee is like, we should ask Mr. Terrific. He always has an opinion. What do you want him or not? And Mr. Terrific's right behind him is like, yes, I do. And the answer is Neron. Neron is this really strong demon that made a deal with Earth's villains to amp up their powers in a failed experiment for their souls. And Mr. Terrific feels like that these supervillains have an escape plan of their own. They're doing all this so that they can go to their safe haven in hell. Make that make sense. So Mr. Terrific's like, I'm gonna figure out a way to stop them. Blue Beetle Ted Kord is like, you and what army? And Mr. Terrific's like, I'm putting one together now. And they're from the past, present, and future. So we see Aquaman, we see Power Girl, we see Guy Gardner when he was a warrior, we see Superman, Blue Superman, we see a Hawkman, or his name is Gold Hawk, and he's from the planet Endrino. Whatever happened to Thanagar? I thought this was Terry McGinnis, but this is actually Tim Drake as Batman in the futuristic backsuit. We see Alan Scott as a Green Lantern, and he looks crazy. We see Sophie, Doctor Strange, don't know anything about her. And we got Owl Woman from Justice League Alpha from the 853rd century. So Mr. Terrific is meeting with him, and he's explaining how they were time displaced. They thought it was because of Gorilla Grodd, but now they're finding out it's a lot deeper than that. It's actually because of Darkseid. And really, they're somewhat time displaced. Mr. Terrific has found out that what they are quantum ghosts existing apart from the heroes that they represent. And they're on borrowed time. But Mr. Terrific could use their help for one mission before they disappear. So then we cut to Fire and Ice, who just got their butts handed to them by Captain Cold, and it might have been somebody else, or it might have just been Captain Cold, but they seem to come out the victor when Guy Gardner, Warrior, shows up. Now, I guess him and Ice had a thing going on way back in the day when he was the Warrior, but that's not the case anymore. But this Guy Gardner doesn't know that, and he just keeps coming on strong, wanting to get together with her, and she's just like no, she's mortified. And Fire tries to stick up for her, and he's like, well, I mean, if you want to join in, you can. Like, this is a kind of a different Guy Gardner and kind of not. Now, I don't know the history of Guy Gardner and Ice, but it looks like it's not a good one. She's to the point to where she can barely look at him, let alone talk to him. And finally, he gets the hint, and then he finally flies off as Fire tries to console Ice. So now we cut the time-displaced Aquaman, who is in Atlantis, since our Aquaman, or present-day Aquaman, is in a tournament. Nobody's there right now. So he's looking at different memories of like Aqualad, the different Aqualads. He's seeing his son. Now, that's the son where he lost his hand from. And I think he died. Like, I wasn't reading Aquaman in the 90s. Like, I kind of know the story, but I kind of don't. And I think his son died in that one, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, where do you ever see him now? And then he sees that they have a daughter. And the Martian Manhunter shows up and is like, yeah, maybe you really shouldn't be here. But her name is Andrena. She's still alive and she's happy. So we cut back to the Watchtower where the displaced Dr. Fate uses a spell so that now everybody can understand this Hawkman. And then we see Power Girl leave a video message for our Power Girl, who's also in the tournament. And she's saying how if she's like her, which she's probably like her, she's angry a lot. And now that she realizes that she won't be here much longer, she's not as angry anymore. And she takes perspective of her life and she's like, you know what? I lived a pretty good life. So again, she's telling our Power Girl in the present time to not be so angry. And then we see Airwave. We don't know where he's at. He might be somewhere in another book that we're not covering, but he's trying to relay a critical message to the Watchtower, but it is very distorted and you can barely understand him. But then we cut to 1705 at the Watchtower, and everybody that Miss Terrific gathered up is meeting at a boom tube. They go through the boom tube, and we see that they show up in hell. Now, I'm sure they're there to try to, I guess, find Neron so that he can stop this. But me, I'm hoping to see Trigon.